Hello everyone, it's Victor here once again and welcome to Victor's Tiny Kitchen where we cook Filipino favorites and more. And for today I'm thrilled because we're back to cooking seafood. And the dish that we're cooking today is called fish sarciado. Fish sarciado is one of those seafood dishes in the Philippines that's kind of popular as well because not only that it's so delicious and flavorful, it elevates the kind of fish that you're cooking in this particular dish. And my version of fish sarciado would use locally produced fish since I don't have any access at all to the fish that we have in the Philippines. I want my fish fresh, and the ones that we have here that are imported from the Philippines are really frozen, and sometimes being frozen doesn't guarantee good quality. So this one is locally produced and it's fresh, and my fishmonger cleaned it up and gutted it for me, and as well as removed the scales as well. So it's kind of handy having your local fish for your dish. And so I'm going to show you the ingredients right now. So here are the ingredients. I have here 700 grams of Seabass, and I'm going to use butter as well in combination with olive oil to fry up our fish. And then I have 3 eggs here. We're going to beat it up later on. I have 2 tomatoes. We're going to chop it finely. We want this to be the base of our sauce, and we want our sauce to be thick, and we're going to almost crush this later on. And I have 1 onion here that we're gonna chop finely as well. I have here about 6 stems of scallions. Sorry, we're gonna use this to garnish later on. And then I have here 1 red chili pepper. We're gonna use this to garnish as well. And I have about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. We're gonna chop it and mince it really finely. I have about 1 tablespoon here of soy sauce, and then of course we're gonna be using salt and pepper to taste, olive oil like I mentioned. And so first what we're gonna do is we're gonna fry up our fish. And what I do with my fish is I normally create grids on both sides of the fish. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So now we're going to create grids on both sides of the fish. It's just simple. You just use a very sharp knife and make a vertical cut here. Just one on one side, and then at least 3 cuts horizontally. That's done. And we're going to do the other side. Okay, so that's done. And what we're going to do right now is to sprinkle salt and pepper into our fish. So we'll just make sure that our fish is seasoned before we stick it into the fryer. So just make sure that every nook and cranny of your fish is salted. And then some fresh pepper. That's one side. And we're going to do the other side. That's done. And now we're ready to fry up our fish. So we've just finished making grids on both sides of the fish, and we've salted and sprinkled salt on our fish as well. So it's basically seasoned right now and ready to fry up. So my cooktop here is ready with my frying pan on top. So we're just going to put in our olive oil, at the same time butter, to start heating them up. That's that. So be careful with the splatters. It's because my knife was kind of wet. There's water in it right now. Just be careful when you do it yourself. So our oil and butter is nice and hot in here, so we're going to start frying our fish. We're going to fry this up maybe 5 minutes on both sides. And once that's done, I'm going to serve to you. So while our fish is frying over here, I'm going to prepare all the other ingredients. First, we're going to do our tomatoes. And since we want our tomato to be the base of our sauce here, we want to make sure that we will achieve that kind of sticky sauce by basically chopping your tomato finely, like this. Yeah, just make sure that your knife is sharp enough. Tomatoes done. Now we're going to do our onion. Now what we're going to do is we do the same process we did with our tomatoes. That's done. Now we're going to chop our garlic. You know, one technique I do with my garlic is I put them in the freezer so I could just stir them and then just take out like maybe one head every time I would cook. And the nice thing about garlic being frozen is you just have to dip it in cold water and boom, you know, when you peel it up, clean it, it's so easy. And even chopping like this is so easy because it's so soft and tender already. And that's done. Right now we're gonna check our fish again. Yeah, this one is ready to turn over. So we've just turned over our fish and wait for maybe 5 to 7 minutes to cook this through. And once we finish frying our fish here, we're going to create our sauce in the same pan. So our fish is cooked here. What we're going to do is we're going to take it off from the pan and transfer it over to a plate right here. Trying to make sure here I don't break up my fish. That's done. And then I'm gonna switch to another pan. So we're done frying our fish, and what we're gonna do right now is to prepare our sauce. And I'd switch to a different pan here. It's a bit wider because the other pan is so small and my fish doesn't fit in it. Don't worry, my fish here, there's like a little bit of, or like an inch of the tail end of this fish is not really cooked through. But don't worry because we're going to cook it through using the sauce. We're going to dip it into the sauce later on and it's going to cook through completely. So don't worry about that. So now I'm going to start sauteing my vegetables, and I'm going to use the oil and butter that we use to fry up this fish because there's so much flavor in it, you don't want to waste it. So that's what we're going to do. That's enough. We're just going to spread out the oil because this pan here is so wide. It's hot already. So right now I'm going to add in, we're going to add in our garlic. Give it a good stir. Let's wait until our garlic turns translucent. And I'm going to add a little bit more of olive oil. And at this point, our onion goes in. Give it a stir. And once your onion is translucent, put in your tomato. Give it a stir. And at this point, you're going to add in salt. Just make sure that your tomato will absorb the salt here. And then you're going to add in the soy sauce. Give it a stir. And at this point, you want your tomato to cook through. What we're going to do here is we're going to add liquid. And here I'm going to use my homemade fish stock that I have prepared before. So we're going to add in our fish stock here. And I think that's enough. Give it a stir. And we'll cover this and let it come to a boil and then let it simmer for maybe 5 to 7 minutes. So while waiting for our tomato to cook, we're just gonna beat our eggs here. I'm using 3 eggs, by the way, and for some people it's a lot, but I like my fish Sarciado to have a lot of eggs. I remember back in the days when I was younger, we're gonna be happy if our fish Sarciado has a lot of eggs in it, because of course egg is kind of expensive at that time, and we love eggs too. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt in it. Once our tomatoes cooked here, we're going to put back our fish in the pan, and we will let our fish absorb the flavoring from the sauce. Now your egg is going to be the last ingredient to go into your dish. The reason behind is you don't want to overcook your egg. So that's done. And we're now going to check our tomato. So it's cooked right now. So at this point, we're going to put back our fish into the pan. And we'll just do it so slowly because we don't want to ruin our fish. And then what you want is to scoop out sauce from the side of the pan and then sprinkle it on top of your fish. Because you want your fish to absorb the flavors coming from the sauce here. And then we're going to add some freshly ground pepper here. And then now we can put in our red chili pepper. Just on the side there. And cover it and wait for 5 minutes to simmer. So it's been 5 minutes. We're going to check if our fish is good here. So at this point, we're going to add our egg here. And that's good. And one thing to remember here is not to stir up your sauce right after you put in your egg, because you don't want your egg not to cook first. You don't want your egg to be a little scattered. You want them to be coagulated. So we're just going to leave it like this right now. Maybe wait for 2 to 3 minutes. We're going to cover it and we'll be right back. It's been 5 minutes since we put in our eggs. So right now we can just stir our sauce. Just make sure that the eggs are spread out. Sprinkle some of the sauce into the fish. So this is basically done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plate it up and I'm going to show the final product to you. So we're back here and we just finished cooking our fish Sarciado. It's so delicious, smells so good, and it's going to be awesome to eat. I'm not going to taste it right now because I don't want to break it up, because I'm going to bring it to a potluck later on. And it was an enjoyable experience cooking this dish. Not only that it brings back memories from my childhood days, it kind of brings that kind of hope and inspiration as well for us to cook more Filipino dish or other dishes in the future. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you had fun watching, and I hope you're going to be watching me in my future videos. And in case you haven't yet, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well as watch my other videos. And by the way, our website www.victorstinyKitchen.com, right at the bottom here, again www.victorstinyKitchen.com is live. I hope you can check it out and watch my other videos as well as read my musings there on cooking, and also the nitty-gritty of the recipe that we do here is also there. So please don't forget to check it out. And thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye for now.